Hi family, hi friends, hi food lovers. Hey neighbors, hey community, hey comics, people who like to cook, connect, and kvetch. Thanks so much for joining me for Hot Dish.
Exciting!
This is so exciting. Oh my God. Wow. Welcome to Hot Dish, everybody. We are doing it. This is my guest, Jim Flannigan.
Hey, everybody!
Yeah! He's Irish, and we're celebrating St. Patrick's Day. And we're just going to really dish it up for you today, folks. This is the first ever live audience with Hot Dish. We are in my kitchen. There's a lot of lovely people sitting in front of me. I'm going to turn the camera so you can see. And
Look at this.
Okay, that was fun.
It's my first sold out.
And now we're going to hope to be back. Okay, Jim, is your head in the shot?
I hope so.
Okay, yes.
I'm playing for these 12. Hi, camera. Total sellout. She didn't show you the rest of the seats either. There's hundreds of people.
Yeah, oh yeah.
We're doing great. How
Oh,
come yours sits so normally? Mine's like a choker. Is it my neck? Am
it's
I the
your
problem?
neck. I didn't want to say it, but we have different neck sizes.
We have different neck sizes.
It's okay.
Well, thank you for giving me the small.
Yeah, it's okay. I encountered someone last week, and he said he had the biggest neck in the world, and I asked him if he was going to enter a neck contest, and he said no, and then it was awkward. So very awkward.
Was he like, is there such a thing? Where
I don't
do
know.
I find neck contest?
He was bragging.
Do you really think I would win? Was he like...
No, you wouldn't.
No, not me. Is that what he was thinking? He was really excited about the contest.
He was like, it's 19 inches. And I was like, holy shit, dude. It's like a tree trunk.
Us guys, always lying. Yeah. You know what I mean? Always. It's 19 inches, this neck. Good for him.
Oh, my God.
Just meeting people at bars and telling stories, huh? Good for that guy.
That is very funny.
All right, thanks, everybody.
All right. Bye-bye.
I'm out of here. I don't know how to cook. Are we going to cover that at all?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like we're on a home shopping program right now, and I'm the person who's like, we can do how many things with the green knife?
Yeah, a lot. You're going to make food for all of these people.
Wait, what?
Yeah, if you screw it up, then they're going to be hungry and angry.
Oh, this is exciting. This is exciting.
Yeah. Okay, so before we get to it, Jim, just to introduce you as a professional does, you're a wonderful comic. I know you perform all over Chicago, all over the nation. You were just at Caroline's in New York City, which is so awesome, which we want to hear about. I know you've been on TV. That's cool.
I know. You should go everywhere and introduce me to people. This is great.
I know.
Lauren, she'll be telling you all about me for a few minutes while I settle in.
I know you do corporate gigs.
You're
meant to be like kind of a clean comic when you do corporate gigs. Are you a clean comic or no?
I can be. I mean, I think I adapt to the situation pretty well.
Okay.
I think and it's not the stuffy days where you have to be squeaky clean anymore either. You know, it's not really mundane. I mean, it's stuff you can get away with in clubs and you can still use, but you don't have to be raunchy. And right now, that's the least of their concerns. They're like, just don't make anyone mad. We don't care. Be dirty if you want to. Don't talk about politics or, you know, so they don't even care about that anymore.
They don't care.
They don't give a shit. Can I say that? We're live. This isn't good.
You can say it. Yeah. I mean, you can say whatever you want. Emily Ogle was on one of the episodes. And
then we're good. We're good.
That's all that needed to be said.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We just put up a warning. It was like, this is a spicy episode. But yeah, so yeah, you can say what you want. Okay, so we did the intro. You're Irish.
I am.
Are you celebrating St. Patrick's Day?
I am.
Is this it? Or
I'm not drinking this year.
Okay.
I decided to take a break at the wrong time. You guys are covering me though. You guys are doing. Thank you. Appreciate that. We're 12 bottles of Prosecco in. Just as Sunday morning should be, you know?
Oh my God.
Good days. No, I'm excited for that. No, I'm not. I'm hosting a showcase at Zany's on Thursday. Okay. So we're doing like a nice little St. Patty's Day show. So is that the light? Is that how you tell me to wrap up? All right, enough plugs. You get to plug one show and then they start bleeping you. That's good. No, I'm hosting the showcase with some of my favorite Irish people throughout Chicagoland. So Kristen Toomey, Sean Flannery, Mary Kate Beck, Jeannie Dugan, Mike O'Keefe. So that's my St. Patty's Day celebration. We're going to be at Zanies on Wells. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Just a whole gang of Irish people.
You got it. A lot of people who really can't handle the sun, all in one place.
I happen to have a large stock of sunscreen.
Do you really?
That just came in, and I could give you one if you want.
I'm going to need a lot
after the show. After the show. Okay. I feel that we should start cooking because as lovely as this is, I know you all don't want to sit here for 3 hours, and they look hungry.
Agreed.
Are you guys hungry? Oh yeah.
Do you have low expectations? All right, good. What are we making today?
Okay, we're making a bake. It's called a pasta bake with spinach and with St. Gall cheese. We're not using St. Gall cheese because I couldn't find it. But if you look it up online, that's the type of cheese you're supposed to use. It's fine. It doesn't matter. It was so Irish that you had to go to Ireland to get it.
We're not doing
that. That's how Irish it was. Instead, we're using a Killary. It's also Irish, Whole Foods. It was everywhere for St. Patrick's Day.
I love it.
Yeah, so we're making a bake with a lot of pasta, a lot of cheese, little spinach, pine nuts. Is anyone allergic to nuts? Oh, thank God.
So get out now.
Yeah. Okay. Now, the last episode, as you know, we started by chopping onions, which was a disaster because I was crying. Blake's nose was running. I don't want to torture you guys, but we have to do it.
You're like, let's do it again.
Okay. So,
I make my guests cry every episode. Hard-hitting questions, onions.
Yeah, exactly. So now we're going to talk about all of your childhood trauma as you're cutting the onions.
Sounds great to me.
Now, the nice thing about the onion cutting, and you should get started.
This is incredible.
Yes.
We shop at different places. I didn't even know. I didn't know you could get colored knives. That's awesome.
They're my only knives, though. Honestly, if it makes you feel better, like this is it. So.
Knives that children are more drawn to. Good idea. Great.
Okay, now here's the thing. You lucked out because you only have to make half moon slices. I don't know what that means, but I know it doesn't mean you have to.
Not dicing
you don't
them.
dice it. Tim, I'm looking at, you're a chef. Tim's a chef. He went to culinary school.
Why is he out there?
It's not his day. He'll have his turn too. But not today, Tim. Not today. Okay.
So when you're chopping onions, do you cut the end off first?
I don't know.
Okay, great.
I tend to.
Thank you,
do you do that? Okay, good.
I'm just gonna watch Tim go whenever I go to do something.
Okay, I'm gonna help you by doing the garlic.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. That seems much tougher.
It's very hard.
Do I peel anything or just go right in?
Well, you shouldn't have the peel in the pan. So, okay.
They're terrified. You hear that hush go over them? They're like, we're eating this guy's food.
Okay, this is what I would do. I would just do that, and then I would cut it this way.
Okay.
And then I would take the peel off. I think I'm doing it a little backwards, but we don't care.
Okay.
And I think these are half moon. Is this a half moon shape, everybody? I mean, kind of.
Go ahead. No, feel free. This is audience participation day. Go ahead.
Well.
Just keep
Okay, well, these are go in the pan, so who cares what they look like. And, okay, so this is the garlic that I'm cutting, and you're cutting the onions. You're doing a great job.
Am I?
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about you now.
What?
How did you get into stand-up and why?
Like so many people, I just it was something I always wanted to do. And then one day I was just like, I just need to try it. I just want to get out there. I want to try. I went to an open mic and it was a contest. It was an open mic contest. And I won because I brought the most people. Which is the first few years of doing stand-up comedy. You use all your friends to get shows until they stop being your friends anymore. That's kind of the trajectory of being.
Why we're here?
That's why. Ooh, you guys get fed out of it. My friends didn't get anything, so it's way better. But no, I fell in love with it. I mean, it's one of those things. It can be anything. It's chaos. It's a little bit organized, but it's mostly chaotic, and that's kind of how my brain functions. And Yeah, it's just I like telling stories. I like talking to people. I like trying to make people laugh. It was just the right move for me. You know?
When was that? When did you start?
2004, I'd say.
Wow.
So I started a long time ago, and then I took a long time off in the middle.
Okay.
I took about 5 years where I wasn't doing stand-up, and I think that's a part of it that no one really talks about, because like anything, you can burn out, you know. And it stopped being fun for a while. It was all about the getting shows, chopping onions, doing all the behind the scenes things, and less about it wasn't the fun that it started as, you know what I mean? So I took some time and stepped away and just really got into my career. And then it was like, oh, wait a minute, this is what I need to be doing. And I think for me, that refresh is what really made it happen, because before that, it was like, okay, this is a fun little hobby. But when I came back, it was like, oh no, this is something I really want to do. So this is something I really need to put some time into and some effort into. And it's just continued on from there. That's how I got here, you know. Look at me now.
I mean,
I'm thrilled.
No big deal. But you were at Caroline's and you're ending the weekend here.
I am.
So it's kind of a big deal for you.
Pretty big week for me all around. They wanted me to stay.
They did.
They were like, will you stay till Sunday? And I'm like, I've got this thing in a kitchen. And they were like, oh, hot dish? And I was like, you've heard of it? And they were like, heard of it? Yeah.
I mean, duh.
Yeah, it's the Premier Kitchen Podcast. So it was very exciting.
Oh my God, that's so cool. So Caroline's is an iconic comedy club. I haven't been there. It's in New York City. You could tell us about it, because I haven't been, so I don't know, but I know it's like a huge deal. It's very iconic. Yeah,
when I was a kid, there was always like Caroline's Comedy Hour, all these shows on Broadway. Is anyone familiar with Caroline's, the comedy clubs? Yeah, I mean, it was the place in New York City. So just to get an opportunity to do that was incredible, you know, to be on the stage where all these legends were, and where I've watched it on TV and everything, and opening for one of my best friends, Pat McGann, who's an incredible comic. It was just surreal. Yeah. You know, it was just surreal. So it was really, I mean, it's one of those things you don't always take the time to like sit back and enjoy what we do, right? Because you're so nervous about the show, and you're like, that was fun, but there was one guy who had his arms crossed the whole time, and he sucks, and you know, that's all you think about, right?
Oh yeah.
But this one was nice to be able to sit back and be like, no, that was something I've always wanted to do. So it was really cool to get out there.
Yeah, that's cool. Did you see anyone with their arms crossed or no?
Yeah, and that's a weird thing, because I don't know, New York's always been very intimidating to me. It's always been like this big city where everyone's real mean, and you know, I'm walking here, you know, everyone's like very brisk, you know, pizza rat, stuff like that, right? That's what you think of. And but getting there, you're like, oh no, they're just people, and they're just people who want to hear jokes and everything like everyone else. So it was cool. Yeah, it's just cool to bust them open. It was cool to like go from that intimidated feeling to being like, oh no, wait a minute, that this is a normal show at a normal comedy club, and we're having a good time. So was it just you and Pat, or were there others? It was just the two of us. Oh, cool. Thursday night, and then Friday night they had a host come in. So it was just the host and then the two of us. And but it was great. I saw a lot of Chicago friends who came out. You did? So many people take the leap, right? When you leave Chicago, and in so many fields in the arts, you go to New York or LA. Yeah. And so it was really good to see a bunch of New York friends out, and they came to the shows and everything. And you go from all the stage time you want here to being there, and you're like, no, I got nights open. I can go watch a show, you know, because you're kind of starting over again. So it was cool to see some people, and yeah, it was really fun. It was very good. Okay, you better keep chopping. How? You're not making good progress. Well, what am I supposed? I followed your lead, and I'm not sure, I think it's a quarter moon. Now that I really think about it. Okay, there's a peel here. And should I be going further with these also? Should I just be? Yeah, just like that. Just do that. Okay. Just make it look like you're working. Haven't you ever faked it at a job, Jim? All the time. Yeah, that's pretty much what you're doing. I was trying to do that at the comedy part. I didn't know how to do that at two jobs. Oh yeah, you got a lot of faking it to do in this lifetime. Clearly. Okay, so now I don't know what else. Okay, so now we put in the olive oil. We're gonna get our olive oil heated up. Then we're gonna fry the onions for 3 minutes. Then we're gonna add the garlic cloves, which I did for you. You're welcome. Thank you very much. Just kidding. And then we're gonna add the spinach. Okay. Okay. So, do we have any photos of what the onion should look like? Oh, I was like, no. Remember, this was a recipe procured from Ireland. They don't have the same technology. This is how I do. They don't do it like we do it here. I always love that, by the way. Irish pubs are always about the authenticity. You know, it's like, we flew this wood in from Ireland, And this weekend, it's like, oh, the stuff the guy's puking on in the corner. Cool. I'm glad that's authentic.
Oh my God, yes. Well, this is authentic. And okay, do you want to put those in the pan?
You got it.
Okay.
I'm happy to do so. I've removed the peel.
You removed the peel?
Is this really how big they're supposed to be?
I don't think so.
How then let's keep going. I'm not against that.
All right.
Yeah.
Is that half moons? Courtney Buckwalter is assisting.
But that's great.
Tim Cox is in the front row, and he is an actual chef.
We got this.
But he is choosing to remain silent today.
Today we are improvisers. That is what we're doing.
Yep.
We're increasing the degree of difficulty. That's all we want to do. See, we're throwing those on the floor. We don't need them all.
We don't need those. Normally I'd pick them up and we'd eat them, but not today.
There's cameras on.
Yep, not with all these quality controls in here. We've got Colleen Brennan in the front row. She's also a wonderful chef. I know you are. Please, you're a homemaker and a professional and a comedian. She's all of those things. Yeah, she does it all. So,
you have all these qualified people in the kitchen.
And yet we have Jim
Here I am.
at the helm.
But he's Irish, so we'll send him.
And I got
That's
these for you, but I know you have
can't
class. I know.
This is when I can see. Imagine if I couldn't.
Oh my God. Okay, you ready?
Ready.
Okay. Well, you're gonna transfer those, and we'll set the microwave for 3 minutes.
You got it?
Okay.
When do I get to say bam?
Right now.
Okay.
And we got 3 minutes now, everybody. We can just kind of relax. It's a lot of pressure. Okay.
Should I be stirring
Oh yes,
them?
I forgot. Yeah, stir those. I totally forgot. Okay, since you're the guest, you're gonna have the microphone still.
Oh, great.
Okay. So tell us where you grew up and what it was like.
So I grew up in the western suburbs of Chicago. I grew up in a little town called Glendale Heights.
Okay.
So,
do you guys know Glendale Heights? We've never heard of it. Sorry.
It's okay. It's really exciting. No, just a little town near like Madison and Bloomingdale. And I have a half brother.
Okay.
His name is Armando Dominguez.
Really?
Yeah. No one ever believed we were related.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was always fun for mom. She's like, here's my two sons, Armando and Jimmy. It's a very we're like, wait a second, you know.
Stop.
Yeah.
You have different dads?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Thank you for asking. This is getting hard hitting. Investigative journalism at its finest. This is beat Bobby Flay while you're in the interrogation room. The onions didn't do it. We'll ask questions till he cries.
Oh my God. Okay, cool. So you've got a half brother.
I do.
Armando
He's my brother. I mean, we grew up together. He's my brother. But yes. But
yeah,
it is...
I have two half siblings and they're my siblings.
Different dads?
Different.
How do you like it?
Different moms. Different moms. But yeah, they're my siblings.
Yeah,
I'm not like, oh, this is my half, whatever.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
But you have to explain it to other people because they just they get that like confused dog face where they just kind of turn their head a little bit to the side when you're like, this is my brother Armando. Like, so you have to then you do have to explain it to people what it is. So.
Oh, totally.
Yeah,
how close in age are you?
5 years apart.
Okay.
So he was like just out of high school. I'm 5 years younger than him.
Mm-hmm.
So he would always bring me places. He's funny. He's very funny, and I hope he never sees this because I don't want him to know that. And he's my big brother. You can't tell him anything nice, you know. But he always would just bring me into wherever he was working, but he would never tell them. It was easier not to tell them I was his brother, so he would just make up a story about who I was.
Really?
Like I don't know, we just walk in, like he was a security guard at a local hospital, and he's like, come on in, I want to introduce you to some people. And then someone's like, who is that? And he's like, I just found this kid, he lost his dog somewhere. And they're like, wait, what, you brought your dog in here? And I just had to go with it, you know? I'm like, yeah, the dog's missing. So now everyone's like running around looking for this dog, and I'm like, we gotta stop it. What are we gonna do?
Oh
so yeah, I got a lot of just from him and from them. I mean, they were great. Yeah.
Your family.
Yeah.
They're funny people.
Yeah. My dad's one of 10 kids, which is too many, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that was very common though among Irish. Do we have anyone who's Tim? How many? 13. See, that is incredible. I have nephews older than uncles. And it took me until way too old to understand that. You know what I mean? As a teenager, I'm like, this still doesn't seem okay. How is that possible? But it's a very Irish thing. But it's awesome. It's such a communal feel, right? There's so much love. There's so many personalities. I mean, I think that so many comics come from big families because, like, everyone had to stand out. You know, like a family your size, right? To get anything. You're one of 13. You want to eat dinner. That's why you learn to cook. You're like, well, there's nothing left by the time I get to the table, so might as well improvise. But like, you gotta do something. So I have so many funny aunts and uncles, you know, and because they were just big personalities, part of a big family.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, you have a huge. Yeah.
I'm not cooking at all.
What is so funny? Ron is cracking up. I'll just call him out too. Oh my God. Okay, so I just want to update you. The garlic is in the pan.
Thank you very much.
You should keep stirring.
I should.
And then we're gonna add the spinach, and cook for 2 more minutes. Okay. And then also, have you guys ever used a whole nutmeg? Has anyone ever used a whole nut? I know you haven't. You don't even know what nutmeg is.
Like the whole bottle? Is that what you're talking
No,
about?
I think it's a round thing.
Okay.
It's a little nut. It looks like an acorn, I've been told. Sean in the back is verifying. He's a good cook. Yes. Okay, so it says to use a whole nutmeg, but whenever possible, I cut corners. So we're not using it. We're using ground nutmeg. I know, that's shocking. Okay. I just wanted to prepare you all. Okay, great. So you grew up in the suburbs. In my head, you grew up in Minnesota.
Really?
Yes, you
Why
did.
did you think that?
You just seem like a wholesome Minnesota boy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll take it. They're good people, you know?
Yeah.
They're good people.
They're really good people.
To our faces,
Jeffrey.
at least, right? I think that's part of their thing. Do they call it Minnesota nice?
Minnesota
Is that it?
nice.
Do you think I'm like that?
Yeah, I do.
Do you know what that means?
It means that you're fake.
Okay, good. Cool. As long as we're on the same page, that's all I want to do.
Okay.
As long as we agree.
Okay, cool.
All right, what do we got next?
Oh my God. Okay, so that's just gonna do its thing.
Mm-hmm.
Ideally, we would have the pasta in the pots, but the water is not boiling. We cannot do that right now. We're fine with it. We are fine with it.
We're good.
Okay, so here's what I want. Did Pat McGann tell you about? Did he prepare you for this or no?
He did not.
Okay, yeah. He just was. Pat McGann is a wonderful comic. He and a good friend of yours and mine. Although
Absolutely.
He's a very good friend of yours. If we have to rate it, you're
okay.
like way.
We're
high.
not. There's no contest here.
Okay.
Don't you worry about it.
All right, Minnesota. Yeah. So he was on Hot Dish, but he was on Zoom. Yeah. So it was way different. And I made him a pizza, which he couldn't eat because I was like, I'm not driving this pizza to your house because it's way too far.
Sure.
I ordered him a pizza later.
That's what I might be doing for these people if this doesn't turn out great.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But definitely we're gonna order pizzas. Yeah. So do you get nervous like before you perform?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I think I need to.
Yeah.
Like if I don't. So you guys might not be able to tell in this kitchen, but I'm pretty ADD. I'm not a great attention to detail guy.
Really?
And it's crazy, right?
I didn't. I know. I'm surprised. Yeah.
No. So I need to be nervous. Like I need to be thinking about it. I need to be focused because if I'm not, I am just like, oh, I'm in the zone. Things are going great. Every show's been good. And then you walk in there and boom, you're like, oh wait, I don't have a plan.
No.
You know what I mean? I'm like just existing. So I need like those nerves. I think it's one of the things that fuels me.
Totally. Sure. Okay, so you need to put something else you need to do is put a teaspoon of this in there, please. Okay, so what do you do when you get nervous? Like what's your coping mechanism?
I don't know that I really have one.
Okay.
I mean, I think I try to regulate my breathing. That's a tough little, like hang on one second. Okay. Sorry, I'm pouring nutmeg over here. I mean, I'm using a full nutmeg over here.
Oh my God. Oh, I forgot about the cheese, but you have to grate that. But we've got time.
That's something I've done before.
You know how to grate. Okay, good, because you can help with this too.
Into the vegetable mix?
Pan, yeah. And then just mix it up with the spoon for 1 sec. Okay, and then we'll take that off the heat. And we do want to get the pasta in soon, but we still can't. Okay. Nothing but time. live audience members. That looks great.
Really does.
Okay, yeah.
It's gonna be really good, guys. I promise. That wasn't a joke. That's
Okay, so we're both really focused. Okay.
What was the question again?
Okay,
I'm sorry.
so when you get nervous, what do you do?
Yeah, so I have pretty bad stage fright. So for the first, I don't know, 15 years of doing stand-up, I would drink.
Okay.
After a while, I was like, oh, maybe that's not the only way. So maybe there's an easier way, because it would be like I have half a beer, then it was a beer, then it was 2 beers, and
just get out of my way, would you? Okay, no, come back. Okay.
How much do I grade?
All of everything. Everything.
All of it. Everything. No, yeah. So I've been really regulating breathing, things of that nature, like trying to put yourself in a good headspace, trying to visualize it, things like that. Stuff that I was does that really work? People, it's all BS. Yeah. But then you start doing it and you're like, no, there's something to this. So I think it's a little bit what I do. Yeah. But I think, just like anything, the more you prepare, the better it's going to be, right?
Yeah. So do you still bomb?
Regularly.
Yeah.
I think you have to. I think if you get to a point where if it's always working, you're not taking enough risks.
Totally.
I think that you get to a point where one of my favorite comics, a guy named Mike Toomey out of Chicago, once said to me, he was like, the moment that I started bombing more, I realized I was getting funnier. Because I wasn't just so general and universal that I was finding people who really liked me and other people who didn't. And I think that is one of the most important parts about stand-up is really, it can be like, oh, okay, that person was fine. That was fun. Oh, what was their name again? Or it's like, I either loved so-and-so or I hated so-and-so, but you're much more likely to remember that person. So
that's a good point.
I think that part of it, but I mean, there's different reasons you bomb also. You know what I mean? There's bombing because it was like, oh, this wasn't a good matchup, or the person in front of me just had a really great set and they just, or there's because, oh, I wasn't ready for this, I wasn't prepared for this audience. So as long as you're bombing for the right reasons, I think it's okay.
Yeah. What do you do after you bomb?
Whew, sit in it. It is a terrible feeling, but it's hard to get out of, you know? So you just kind of, I think another thing a friend of mine taught me, people give me a lot of advice on bombing. Maybe it's a problem.
It sounds
maybe
like
I'm
it
the problem.
is.
I gotta think about this. A good friend of mine once said to me, he's like, I always go back and think who would have done well in that spot? Just to learn what to do different for next time, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's interesting.
Am I doing the other one also?
Yes, please.
Oh, great.
I know, you got a lot
No
of
pun
work.
intended. I do.
Oh, that was a good one.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was a good food pun that you had. Good cooking pun.
Thank you.
Do you hide in the bathroom after you bomb?
No.
Okay, that's just me.
No, but if it works, I'm willing to try anything.
I recommend it.
Okay.
Yes, don't make eye contact with anyone. Just go in the bathroom.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of saying hello to people afterwards if I don't think it went well.
Yeah.
And even if it did go well, if one part didn't go well, I'll still just be like, I don't necessarily hide, but I don't stick around as much either.
Yeah, and if it goes really well, do you meet people then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you have to now, right? I think so much of that is part of it. It's as much about growing social media and posting clips and everything else I'm learning as it is just the stand-up portion of it. Yeah. And it's cool. I mean, it's the evolution. That's what people want. And you can build your own brand now. Before, you had to be one of the chosen ones. You had to be someone that they were putting their stock behind. Now there's a million avenues.
That's true. Before it was late night. If you weren't on late night, then forget
it.
And
that was the gatekeeper. You were made.
Yeah.
Right? If you were, I mean, I don't know if any of you, comics always hear the stories of Johnny Carson called him over to the couch, and by the time he got off the couch, his next 2 years were booked. And it's maybe, but it's not the way it is now, you know? So you have to always prep for everything, right? You have to try and find your people, get them to find you. So, it's, but it's fun because you can do that, right? You can create an audience that maybe Johnny wouldn't have liked. Maybe the people that they were showing are different than you, and to be able to go out there and be like, oh no, wait, I want to talk to these people directly. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it is. Okay. So what about some of your best moments on stage? Outside, we know you bomb a lot. That's cool. Totally cool with us.
This is my favorite interview. We get it. You bomb constantly. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You're fake. You clearly aren't a chef.
You know?
What else? What's next?
Okay. So what about some of your best moments? Or like, anything you would highlight? Like,
honestly, for me, the most fun part of being on, like, I love writing a new joke that works. And that's the basis of everything we do. You know what I mean? It's like writing a new joke and having it hit and watching it grow and watching it get funnier and changing things and adjusting things. But like creating in the moment, I don't think there's anything more real than that. I don't think like these laughs, you know, I'm not doing these cheese grating jokes on a regular basis. These are, they're one-offs, you know. If I did, you guys like, I get my bombs. Yeah. I don't know. So, you know, so I really think that I love anything spontaneous where you can just create something in the moment. It's funny because there's always, and you've talked about it on here before, a lot of people feel like there's rivalries at times between like improv and stand-up.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, yeah, but there's such elements of what each one of us does in the other.
Totally.
So it's very, very, there's just, I don't know, there's just, you have to do that. You have to be able to create in the moment. I think that's the most fun for me.
Yeah. Have you ever done improv?
Like twice.
Okay.
Never before I started doing stand-up. I've gone to mics that had like improv in one room and stand-up in the other.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm bored, I'm like, I don't have enough stage time. I go to the other one and I'll try improv.
Really?
I mean, no,
will people let? Oh, okay. I'm like, will they let you? Because do you even know how to do improv, Jim?
I mean, it's open mic improv. No. So it's not good. I don't know how to do
you
improv.
Don't. I knew it. Another deficiency we've identified. No big deal.
Not even sure we're Irish. Should we get into that yet? Let's just ruin everything. We had an ancestry thing come back lately, and the family's in uproar.
Okay. Oh my God, guys, look at this amazing job that Jim did.
A lot of cheese.
You just killed it right there.
Thank you very much.
Oh man. Okay, so just to update everybody, we've got about 7 minutes and 20 seconds until the pasta's done. We're gonna assemble the bakes. We're gonna get them in the oven. We're gonna do trivia. There's some really exciting prizes. Ooh. They do involve medical supplies, which is a long story, but I'm sure you'll be happy with them. Okay, so.
You know how to tease an audience. Anyone want their blood pressure taken?
Oh my God, wow. You are really funny.
Oh,
yeah.
Very nice. Thank you. So
welcome.
are you. This is very fun.
God.
I'm excited to be
here. Okay, I'm so excited. I'm hot. Are you guys hot? It's hot as fuck. Yes. Oh my God. Will you open that back door? You can just open it wide open. Oh, that's so good.
Can I tell you a secret?
Yeah.
To prep for this today, I was like, I'm going to make my girlfriend breakfast. And I screwed it up terribly. And I was like, what an omen. So I was
What did you make?
Well, we were going to have breakfast sandwiches.
Okay.
And again, the ADD thing, I'm not a great planner. And I went out and I thought I had everything I needed.
Yeah.
And then this morning I realized I didn't have cheese.
Oh.
So she was like, I'm going to start cooking the bacon. And I was like, I'm going to go to the store. And she's like, wait, what? You're making breakfast. You can't just leave. This is why I don't let you cook. You just take off in the middle of it. I'm like, we need cheese for bacon, egg, and cheeses, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean, it turned out fine. I didn't, it was eventually. She ended up doing most of the work. She's wonderful. She was like, you know what? You just stay at the store. She's got like texting me more things to get so I wouldn't come home. And I came back and the sandwiches were delicious.
They
so
were.
It was perfect.
Oh
she
my
made it.
God. That's delightful. That's such a nice thought, though.
It was very nice.
That's a nice thought that you did there.
Very
and
nice.
Even though it didn't work out, like a lot of other things you do, it's
She's
still
like, remember,
very
everybody, it's a thought that counts.
Exactly. Oh my God. No, that's so nice. How long have you guys been dating?
Last summer.
Oh, okay. So
yeah.
like how many
a little
months?
bit.
8 months?
8, 9, somewhere in that ballpark.
Okay, so
yeah,
that's
good.
Great.
It's been good
for you.
Yeah.
Do you live together or no?
We do not.
Okay, so now we're gonna get really personal.
I got pine nuts to put in something, don't I?
I'm just kidding. Man. I mean, I asked Blake if he wanted to get married and have kids. You can answer that, or you don't have to. It's fine.
Do I think Blake wants to get married and have kids? That's gonna say no.
Okay.
Did he say no?
He didn't seem so sold on the kids thing.
All right.
He seemed, okay, marriage could be okay. Mm-hmm. He definitely didn't seem sold on the kids.
Sure.
But maybe that could change over time if he meets the right person.
Yeah, I don't think kids have ever been something that was in my plan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But again, I'm not a great planner. So it was always just like, we're going to figure out how today goes. So, it's very AA. I'm like, I'm going to get up this morning and I'm going to see how the rest of it goes. That. And I'm going to try again tomorrow. And whatever else happens.
That's very like Zen.
Yeah, it's very, or ADD. But both. Okay. I think it's both. I really do.
Both.
I think it's very.
Both.
So, but yeah, I think marriage is certainly something that I would do one day.
Okay.
I think it's important to have people who support you, right?
Yeah.
My friend Tim's getting married soon.
I didn't know that.
I'm breaking all kinds of news on this podcast.
Congratulations!
That's the hot dish.
Oh my God!
Was that not public? Did I just cut the feed? It was just told to be so nonchalantly. I didn't think it was a big deal.
I didn't even know that. Wow. And I'm your neighbor, Tim. What the hell? Goodness sakes. And we've got another engaged couple in the back, Dora and Fred.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
I know. It's great. It's great. And normally, if you know how I feel about married people, which is they suck, and engaged people are worse. But because I like you guys, I'm happy for you. I'm truly happy for you.
I can't believe they didn't tell you.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't believe they didn't want that.
I know. It's just the enthusiasm. It's like, oh, you did it, and it's like I could get married to anyone here, anyone.
For me, I think it's the kids, because like you lose your friends who have kids.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Because you just want to day drink on a Saturday, and they want to have a kid's birthday party.
Oh, I know.
And sometimes those two things happen at the same place, and they're like, you're not allowed to hang out with us anymore on weekends.
I know. You're just banished. Like, fortunately, Juanita and Sean, their child is done with college. They're done. I can be friends with them.
That's great.
Colleen is shipping her second one off soon.
Proud of you.
Yeah.
You're still day drinking. That's the important part.
Oh yeah, exactly. So that's the good news. Okay, now we are gonna have to take the pasta off soon.
Let's do that. I'm excited.
Okay, it's gonna be
Is this the strainer?
A lot of work. Yes, and I don't want you to burn yourself. These are very hot. I'm serious, okay?
Okay.
But just wait like 2 minutes.
Okay.
You're just getting ready.
This is everything is color coordinated around these parts. You did really great work.
I didn't even mean to. This is the skinny side.
Sorry, thank you very much.
Protect your hands.
Thank you.
Okay.
This is terrifying. The live audience, I would not turn away, because this is when it gets weird.
Look,
this
you're
is
like a
when I
puppet
get
master.
I really am.
You should just duck down
really
and
am.
be like, yeah.
Start doing a thing.
Okay, what else should we talk about?
Tell me.
Okay, let's talk about your podcast with Pat McGann.
Yeah. So my friend Pat and I do a podcast called All Over the Place, aptly titled, as I'm sure you guys could tell already from meeting me. It's pretty free flowing. It's very much like we're just telling stories about what we did that week, whatever's going on, and we just kind of see what weird tangents it takes us on, and it can be really fun. And we just kind of talk about whatever's happening, whatever we're doing. And he's the funniest person. He's so quick off the cuff. Yeah. So I have to do very little. It's very easy. I just say something dumb and he makes fun of me for an hour. It's a very simple format, but it works.
Oh my God. Yeah. I would say he does more of the talking than you do.
Yeah, I think he certainly leads on the podcast.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
It's a good combo. It's a good
fun
balance.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah.
And he's very opinionated. He's a family man. He has young kids. And so he's coaching like kids basketball right now. And that's my favorite thing, because he's the coach and he comes back and he was like, tough game. We lost 4-3. And I'm like, did they rain part of it out? Like, what happened? Did they lose power? And he was like, that was the whole game.
Yeah, it's amazing.
We scored 8 points last week. What happened? We were on fire. We couldn't miss last week. We won 8-6, and now we can only get 3 points up. So it's hilarious. Very fun to just kind of, and then wherever we go, we were just working in New York City. So we'll be talking about that. I think we're broadcasting from New York City next week.
Oh,
because Pat and Sebastian, he opens for Sebastian Maniscalco, you guys may know. And they're doing Madison Square Garden.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I'm going out there to catch the show.
You
and
are?
we're gonna podcast, either at MSG or at an alley right outside of MSG. If they find out that we're trying to podcast in MSG.
Oh
So
my
we'll
God,
see.
that's amazing. Okay, are you ready?
No, but let's do this.
Okay, it's time.
It's time.
Okay, so do one at a time.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Jim is gonna strain one pot at a time.
What a weird thing to announce. How ominous is that? Okay, now he's going to take the pasta out of the water.
Here it goes, everybody. He looks unsure, but get it right, because this is where it counts.
Oh, it is fogging my glasses
I know,
up. I didn't know there were hazards involved. It's like mask
Maybe
season
you're
all
gonna
over
have
again.
to switch. These don't have
That's why you have
lenses.
those ones.
They're lens free. Okay, great job. You did a great job. Okay, let's put this back in here, okay? Because there won't be enough room. Okay, now
See, you're smart.
batch 2. So I was gonna make one batch ahead of time, which I consulted a couple folks about. It seemed safe. And then I thought, you know what? That's so much work. I've got Jimmy here to do all the work, so screw it. So now he's doing all of it. Yeah, it's.
I think so. I can't see anything. I have no idea.
It's gonna be so good. Ouch. Okay, that was hot. That was really hot. That was a real
You're
moment.
very hot, Lauren. You weren't joking.
Okay.
And I'm going to take it, put it back
Yeah,
over there.
Put it back.
I got
Okay,
this.
you got it. Okay. Great job. Amazing.
Same bowl as the other stuff or separate bowl?
Same. No, same. Yeah, same. Okay, so we've got all of our pasta. We're hoping it's cooked. I think it is.
It's cooked.
Okay, now we're ready for assemblage. Okay, so we've got 2 casserole dishes.
Okay.
You're still in charge, and so what?
I don't know that I was ever in charge.
Look at how fastidious he is. He's like a doctor over there. It's great. It should put you all at ease. He's washing his hands for the 3rd time. I think in addition to ADD, he also has OCD. It's just
watching
diagnosed.
me make it. I don't want them to be like, look at him. He went from the pot straight back to the cheese. I don't want that to happen.
It's okay. It's a good thing you came over today. We'll get you some Ritalin later.
I'm really excited.
Yeah. I mean, you're
I've
already on
taken
that.
mine.
I'm sorry.
Right.
Some Xanax
This is
and some
medicated,
Zoloft. I have Zoloft for you. Okay, so you're gonna pour half the pasta in each casserole dish.
Okay.
Okay? This is like a math problem for him.
I do like math.
Okay, are you good? Do you need an assist?
I don't really know yet.
I think you
Oh,
do.
yeah, that's
Okay.
perfect.
I
Thank you.
think, well,
I'm going to go ahead and
Tim.
pour a little bit over on that
Okay,
side, and then we'll
yeah.
go back and forth. What kind of...
Okay.
Sorry, microphone.
Oh, it's okay. Okay, that's good. That's a lot, and that's great.
We don't need the rest?
That's it. We're gonna do a topping.
Who wants some noodles?
That's precious cargo right there. Okay, so you did that. Now, add half the cheese, please.
Got it.
Like a half, and leave a half. I told you guys this is gonna be hard.
So like a third and a third? Would that
I
be
don't know. It might be. It could be. Okay. Oh, we've
So
just
half of
heard
the
from
half.
the crowd. It's a quarter and a quarter. Thank you, audience members.
You picked a dish with a lot of fractions. I know, it's the half moons, and we're like, like the one with the face on it from the McDonald's commercials?
Oh my God. Okay, that looks good. And then I'll have you kind of spread that around with the spoon.
Well,
Okay. Then, now this is an easy one. The next one,
I'll change that.
a whole, so 1 out of 1.
Ooh.
That's also a fraction. We're gonna add all
Thank
of
you.
this, but we're gonna split it into 2, which means that it's. Oh, you guys! This is
Remedial
so good.
cooking with Jim. Half of a whole is a half.
I mean, I used to do this with grade school kids. Like, I know how to do it. Well, sometimes. Okay, so now you'll just do half and half.
You got it.
Okay, thank you. And then we'll do salt and pepper. And we thankfully, no measurements are required for this. And then we'll do the rest. No, we won't.
Pardon
Then
me?
we'll do the pine nuts. I toasted these ahead, just to help
Sure.
the flow of the day.
No, very nice.
And
I brought my welding gear just in case if we need to retoast them at all.
oh my God. Okay, beautiful job. Great. We'll do this. We're getting really close, and then we're going to do trivia with medical supplies as prizes.
America's favorite game show.
Yes, no matter the ailment,
That's right.
we've got it covered here. Yeah, no big deal. Except if you need like prescription medication, and then you're gonna have to go see your doctor. But okay, want to do salt and pepper?
You got it.
Okay, so we're putting on the toasted pine nuts into our bake. And gosh, I asked the woman at Whole Foods if she thought this was gonna be good, and she thought it would be. Like, I think it's gonna be.
And I'm sold.
Okay, good.
Let's just tell them it's good.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be
How much pepper would you like me to put
just,
on here?
you know,
Little-
liberally, lots. Okay, we've heard from the audience. Okay, I think that's enough. Okay, and then we're gonna do that, and then okay, how's that? Good?
I think so.
Yeah, you don't,
I have no idea.
you don't know. Okay, now we'll do the rest of the pasta, the rest of the cheese.
You got it.
Okay.
On top of that,
Yeah, it's gonna be probably a little too full, but we're gonna make
we're gonna
do.
do it anyway.
Oh my God. And then I have some cornbread that I didn't bake. This came from the refrigerator at Whole Foods, but I figured if nothing else, this will be our food.
The optimism is my favorite part.
I don't know if it'll fit in the oven, so we'll just play it by ear. We'll try again in a minute. Okay. Wow. So, okay, you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
They disagree.
No. Oh my God. Okay, so Jim, each week do you work on stand-up?
I try to.
You do. Do you write every week or no?
I'm not a great writer.
Okay.
I'm really, and I feel like I just, if I have an idea, something that's in my head, like I can really concentrate on it, but I can't just sit down and write. So I've got to have something I'm working on.
Okay.
Or, you know, that I'm trying to punch up or make better. And like, it makes it more exciting. It makes it more fun to be on stage, but it also like, just keeps me focused. All the cheese to the trick.
So yeah, so if you're able to like have that stage time and combine it and work on things and modify, like that's the best way.
It's the goal, right?
Yeah.
There's so much though. You got to do everything. And that's the fun of it, but that's also what makes it like, it's hard to do. Like you get to a point where you're like, it's hard to do it as a hobby at a certain point. You know what I mean? Because it's like, there's so many pieces to the puzzle now. So it's also fun learning all that stuff. I mean, it's really like being an entrepreneur. You've got to do all that yourself until you get to a point where someone else does it for you.
I know.
Am I adding a little more of this?
Yeah, just sprinkle that. And then we'll just
feel
add
like that
the
meme.
olive oil and it's going in. So when you say have someone else do it for you, like social media, like that type of thing, or just
some of the people you work with, and they're like, "This is my social media guy."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, mine's me. Mine's me. Mine's me."
You're like, yeah.
It's hard to have time for it though, because I'm also doing the marketing and the booking. I wear a lot of hats.
The writing, the performing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The baking. I gotta do it all. It's unbelievable. I do all the cooking in this
my God.
operation.
So this recipe said fresh breadcrumbs, but I got them out of a can. Another shortcut. Who needs fresh when you could have someone else do it for you? Okay, let's put it in the oven, and we'll just get these suckers in. Oh,
There we go.
do you want to show them what it looks like?
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, I really do think it's gonna be very good. It is a good looking noodle bake. You are the nicest home studio audience. But wait, there's more.
Oh my God. Okay, you got it?
Yeah, is the bottom shelf okay?
Yep, it's perfect. And we've got both of our cornbreads in too.
Perfect.
Everyone is nice and cozy in the oven. Okay, so it's time for trivia, folks.
All right.
Woo! Okay. Do you guys have your trivia cards and your pens? Yes. Okay. This is a first time ever. Do you wanna just be just supervise?
Okay.
Or do you want to play?
No, that's great.
Okay.
I don't know what the.
Okay.
Am I part of the trivia or am I?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. No, but you're here. You're still here.
You got it.
Okay. You could. Well, okay. Anyhow, first question. You're just gonna write down the answer that you think is correct.
Is that how this works?
If anyone has any questions about how trivia works, raise your hand. I'll come by. Walk you through the process.
You're the teacher's assistant. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, it's so good. Okay, first question.
Thank you, Jeffrey. That's great.
Although Spam is considered a popular Hawaiian treat, it originated in what state? Number 1, Wisconsin. Number 2, Minnesota. Number 3, Georgia. Write down your answers, folks. Where did Spam originate? Wisconsin, Minnesota, or Georgia? And don't show each other.
And show each other.
Yeah, 33% chance. Good job, Tim. Look at these pupils of ours. We've taught them well.
They're doing really great.
Yeah,
did you know that?
So
did you know this one or did you get?
I had to look up some things.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Okay, are we ready for number 2, class? Yes. Okay, number 2. What was the first food eaten in space? Was it in space? Was it?
That's right, question number 2. The first food eaten in space. Was it in space? Half of a half of a half.
Okay, was it peanut butter? Was it beef jerky? Or was it applesauce?
I always love those. I'm 41. Anyone else in that age range?
Me.
Close to it? Everything was like astronaut food, Tang. Thank you very much. Nope. Like growing up, like every commercial was like, the astronauts eat this. And I was like, yeah, because they have to. There's nothing else up there. That's not good. It's just it's the only orange juice they can get. We want the real stuff.
You're right.
You know?
Yeah, it was such a phenomenon. Okay. Third question. I think we're going to move to a different one. We're going to do this one instead.
Wow.
Okay. How many planets are there? Are there 8? Are there 9? Or are there 10?
As of 1. Yeah. It changed.
Oh. Are we trying to start fights?
It's current astronaut science. It's current space information.
Today, 2022.
Today. Well, it's not.
Somehow it is. We're going to tie it all back together later in the episode.
Actually, we are. Okay. Okay, next one, number 4. What fast food restaurant introduced the first drive-through window? Was it In-N-Out Burger? Was it Burger King? Or was it McDonald's? Or was it Wendy's? I'm sorry, I got confused. Okay, was it In-N-Out Burger? Was it Burger King or Wendy's?
Why would you change your answer, John?
Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, next one. What is the most stolen food in the world? Yeah.
I agree with this.
Yeah. Is it chocolate? Is it scallops? Is it cheese?
Colin, I don't know why you're laughing. The scallop theft is a very real issue. I have 3 scallops in my pocket right now.
I was thinking about could have been lobster. Hello.
That's true.
Okay.
I went and saw a magic show the other day.
Yeah.
They pulled out a scallop from behind my ear. I was like, where did that even come from?
Okay. Next question. How many pounds of green vegetable dye is used to dye the Chicago River green? Here's our St. Patrick's Day. Is it 40 pounds? Is it 60 pounds? Is it 100 pounds?
Did you see the process today of the river dying?
No.
I had some friends text some photos of it like overhead as they're like starting it. It's pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
I've never been there live. Probably shouldn't have brought that up.
It's
I've
okay.
never been there, huh?
Yeah.
No point to this story. Just filling some
No,
air.
it's good. It's
How's
good.
that bake coming
I
along?
just like the uncomfortable silence.
My favorite.
You got to get comfortable with silence.
That's what every comedian tells themselves. And then it happens, you're like, oh, this sucks. I don't want this.
And yeah, then you're like, no. Okay, how many have we done? 6? Okay, moving on. Number 7. Okay, if you run out of an egg, if a recipe calls for eggs and you don't have an egg, what can you substitute instead? Could you substitute a tablespoon of flour and a half cup of milk? This is going to be a terrible question. Okay, tablespoon of flour, half cup of milk, half a cup canola oil, or a 1/3 cup applesauce for 1 egg. This is okay. Josh is going on timeout. He doesn't have recess for today. Okay, here we go. Last question before our final round. Okay, true or false? You can store fruit in a paper bag to ripen it faster. True or false? Okay, so now we've done 8 questions. And before we go into the final round, we need to figure out who's won.
Okay.
Okay, how are we gonna do this?
I think you're gonna go through and read the answers.
Okay.
I think we're gonna trust the class to grade their own papers.
You're right.
Because I didn't bring red pens, but.
And you're not supposed to do that anymore.
Oh,
it's
really?
outdated. Use something softer. Use a green, a blue, a purple. Red stigmatizes children. I know. It's traumatizing. Who wants a sea of red when they could have purple?
Now they're gonna hate. Purple.
I know.
Should be pissed off at purple
Hey,
instead
you're
now.
right.
They're just like,
That was-
it's not red that's bad. It's the negative.
It's
right?
It's the association. Okay, so number 1, correct answer.
Although Spam is considered a popular Hawaiian treat, it originated in my email. No, Minnesota. Minnesota is where Spam originated. Minnesota is where Spam originated. First food eaten in space? Applesauce. Correct. Ron.
Woo! Coming strong with that. Okay.
All right. 3. How many planets are there?
Oh yeah.
8.
It changed. They
And then
nixed
they put
Pluto.
it back. Did they put it back for a while? Then they took it back again.
But they took it out.
They took it out again. Make up your mind, people.
I
you
know. I know. How crazy is that? I knew that would get people. God. I know.
8 it is.
It is a hard loss. Okay, here we go.
Which fast food restaurant introduced the first drive-through window? Burger King, In-N-Out Burger, or McDonald's? I mean Wendy's. The answer is Wendy's.
Okay, class. That was a freebie, so calm down. Okay.
My favorite was no one said it. Everyone's doing the math in their mind going, well, if it was wrong, she wouldn't have fixed it. And then Josh just goes, well, I'm going to change my answer. And we all were like, yeah, we all are. That's good.
Okay.
What is the most stolen food in the world? Cheese, chocolate, or scallops? It is cheese. It is cheese.
Cheese.
I think that makes a lot of sense. Am I the only one who's ever eaten a piece of cheese that I wasn't supposed to? You're all looking at me weird, like I'm the bad guy? Really? Okay. You ever been somewhere they had cheese out and you just ripped off a piece of cheese? No?
Did anyone go for
I could see
scallops
that.
or
I
no?
was gonna eat some cheese
Juanita,
right now.
I love you. Juanita went for scallops. I love it. Yeah, it's the good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Totally.
Who's doing the stealing, right? I always love like truffles.
Oh yeah.
There are people whose job it is to like rip the mushroom out, like like they have to like fight animals for it sometimes.
Yeah, the
Like,
pigs. They have to
yeah,
fight
it's
pigs
such a
for
weird
truffles.
thing to
Yeah.
All right, more stories with nowhere to go. Okay, all right. And
I think they're just anticipating.
we're
right
excited
now.
about number
Yeah.
6. It was
Okay.
a tight battle for first place. How many pounds of green dye were used? 40, 60, or 100? The answer is 40 pounds. 40 pounds. It's just
Yeah.
right. It's too low of a number.
It's too low.
Boo.
I thought it would be like 100.
Make it greener.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
When you run out of eggs, what can you substitute? Canola oil, flour, and coconut milk, or a third of a cup of applesauce. And as Josh correctly told us again, it is applesauce. Which is why I think my breakfast didn't work well this morning. She wanted omelets, and I just put applesauce over some bacon and cheese. She was like, wait, I'm like, you can substitute it. I read that. She's like, not in omelets. And I was like, there's no rules.
Oh my God.
Sometimes you gotta break a few apples, you know?
Okay.
This one I know for a fact.
You do.
For storing fruit in a paper bag, you can quickly ripen it. That is true. That is true.
Did you guys got that? Okay.
I used to work in Florida, and a friend of mine had they had a ton of avocados, right? So like, hey,
Yeah.
take these avocados home. So I was there for a few days. I take them home, and they're like, are they still going to be ripe? I'm like, yeah, they were brand new. They're fine. They're just in that paper bag over there. And I get them, and they're just like dead. Like 3 days later,
Oh,
got,
'cause of the
long
bag.
beards. They're very like Rip Van Winkle-y. It was just like, you can't use these. Avocado aged 70 years
Oh
in
my
that
God.
weekend.
Okay, so now we're gonna see. We have to ask who won.
Does anyone have all 8? Anyone 8 for 8?
No.
Someone have 7 points. Do we have anyone at 7? I think they're afraid to win. Who's that? Is anyone at 6? Who we got? 6.
We've got Josh.
Josh.
Okay,
All right.
keep going.
Who's at 5?
Uh-oh.
All right. We got 4 of us at 5. Did you get everybody at 5?
Okay, so raise your hand, 5s. Juanita, Jeffrey, Ron, Christine.
4.
Berkeley coming in strong at 4.
3. Oh wow.
Wow, a lot of people
Everybody
have 3.
else almost 2. 1. Did anyone get 0?
Oh, good.
Oh, I thought someone didn't answer. I thought we were missing an arm. Okay, good.
Yeah. Oh, thank God.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
now we're gonna have a runoff. So we have Josh, Juanita, Jeffrey, Ron, and Christine.
Okay.
You guys, and everyone can answer the questions, but only one of you, maybe 2, will get medical supplies. Okay,
So who needs it, you know?
I really hope I win. I'm diabetic.
right. But having a tough week, could really. This is the American insurance system at work. We're raffling it off now. All right, medical care. Know your trivia.
Okay, here we go. This question is for Colleen. Colin Farrell is how old? He is 42. He is 45. He is 47. Okay, that's our first of 2 final questions.
Wait, was
Well,
that-
because Colleen loves Colin Farrell.
Oh, okay. So it's for
She
everybody.
wants to-
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some other big
Okay.
Colin Farrell fans here.
Colin Farrell is how old? He's 42. He is 45. He is 47.
He goes both ways.
He does.
He does?
Colin Farrell goes both ways for the audience at home.
That was the next question. So now we got to redo trivia. All right.
He goes both ways.
Okay, and then our final question for the win is Jim had a crush on Kelly Kapowski from Saved by the Bell, Callie Bundy from Married with Children, or Allie Mills from The Karate Kid. Those are their character
Ooh,
names.
My first celebrity crush. Which
First
one is
celebrity,
it?
yeah, thank you. First celebrity
Not like
crush,
today.
not like
Not
last
like-
week.
Like at that age.
Callie Kapowski, Allie Mills, Callie Bundy.
Oh, this
Who
is a tough one.
did Jim love?
Who was do you have a first celebrity crush when you were a kid?
Oh, I don't know. It's
Okay.
like Ralph Macchio. He
Oh,
was
yeah.
one. Karate Kid. He was so cute. Who did I like?
I don't remember you mentioning Ralph Macchio.
Oh, The Boys and Stand By Me.
Phoenix.
I loved. Well, River Phoenix was a little tough for me, but who was his very sweet friend? Is that who? No, I didn't love Jerry O'Connell. Who
From
is
My
the
Secret
friend
Identity?
Gordy from Stand By Me? He was the very sweet one who lost the older brother, and I loved him. No, but I do love Mark Ruffalo.
You read that.
Oh yeah.
It's Kelly Bundy, Mark Ruffalo, Allie Mills,
Kelly
Kelly
Kapowski.
Kapowski.
Yeah. AC Slater.
Have you seen the new Karate
the TV one. I haven't seen all of it, but I've seen.
See what Ralph looks like now.
Yeah, not amazing. I'm sorry, Ralph.
What if he's
Macchio.
watching?
I know.
He's out there just scrolling through,
Ralph.
wants a little hot dish.
Oh,
You just ruined his day.
I know, you're right.
It's okay.
Okay, Ralph, I just like to remember you how you were.
I get that.
Okay.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
so now we have to do the answers.
Do the
Okay.
answers.
So, how old was Colin Farrell?
45 years old.
Okay. And
My first television crush, my first celebrity crush, Kelly Bundy. I was like, Kelly Bundy.
my God.
All right. Everyone was Kelly Kapowski, and I was like, Ron Kelly, friends, Ron Kelly.
yeah, well, she was hot.
She was beautiful.
She was
but
beautiful.
Kelly Bundy
yeah.
was
She was edgy. She was a
Yeah,
badass. She
that's
was
it.
sassy.
funny.
Yeah, funny.
Just a different level.
Yeah.
All
Okay,
right,
so
had
who
both
won?
of those?
Who had both?
We've got our winner.
Courtney! Okay, now you have a range of options. We've got lens and screen cleaning wipes. I did promise these to Colleen, so you might want to back off of these. We have shoe inserts. They're very wonderful. I use
Yeah.
them for my bunions. They relieve a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Size
Good stuff.
8 to 8.5, which I think is good for you, Court. Okay. We have a little party pack.
Did you gear the questions by shoe size? A 10 can't win. We don't have anything for them.
No, we don't. And if it was too small, like Emily, if you'd won, you would have had to cut this down. But it's okay. Okay, we have a Tylenol and sunscreen lip balm. It's okay.
Those are very St. Patrick's Day prizes.
Oh wait, and a thermometer. That goes with that party pack. We have Sunbum sunscreen. Very nice. And do you want to see the non-medical supply prize? Okay, I'll just throw this in as a freebie for you, okay? Superman socks for Courtney. Yeah. Okay, so Court, you're going home today with the socks. And which product would you like of these here?
I think I want the chapstick.
Yeah.
You want the chapstick, thermometer, and Tylenol prize?
That's a great.
Oh my, Courtney, do you want to come up here? Courtney, come on up.
Yeah.
Woo! Woman of the hour, Courtney
Congratulations,
Bucknell.
Courtney.
Come on, don't be shy, Courtney. Look at what you've won today.
These two?
Yeah,
Oh my
those
goodness.
two. You're gonna be so set up for success next time you get sick and lay out in
Thank
the
you so
sun.
much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, Courtney. That was incredible.
It was exciting.
That was really exciting.
That's a very St. Patrick's Day hangover prize, isn't it?
yeah.
Like Irish people, first of all, obviously we're the only people who have to put sunscreen on our lips. I don't think that's something. I don't think most people that's normal for. Only the Irish and the Suniverse, and then the
Wow.
Tylenol and the thermometer to make sure you're just hungover, not sick.
Yeah.
That's a great St. Patty's Day prize
Oh,
pack.
Really, I
Yeah.
know. That's incredible.
Perfect.
Okay, and we can still give these to Colleen. I promised. These are yours, Colleen, just for being you. She helped me this week. Give it up for Colleen Brennan. Yeah. I'll hook you up too. She helped me too. Jeffrey, you helped me. Christine, you're my producer. So everyone's gonna get at least a lens wipe for today. Yeah.
I could
This
use
is
them. They're great.
amazing.
They're
They're
good.
so
valuable. They're very valuable.
I know.
Especially
I know.
during the pandemic.
They're incredible.
Right? My
prize.
glasses fog up all the time and people love to talk to me about it. Random
Yeah.
strangers just
And now you just whip it out and you're like,
clean them off. Done.
yeah. Uh-oh, Courtney's interjecting.
We're
Go
gonna take
ahead,
We're gonna
Courtney.
take a time out on TV, go to commercial.
Okay.
You said who won the last two, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You won.
Okay.
I hope.
I just want to make sure. I didn't get all of them.
No.
The bonus round.
Wait, were you? Oh.
I think-
Court.
He still had the most total points going into the round.
Oh. There's gonna be some real drama right about now. Okay. Of the final.
Just got the clean. You know what? Take the food out of the oven. We're not doing this. There's been we need to do a recount.
Oh
There's
my
been
God.
a lot.
You know what? And
Wow.
the food is done. We didn't even hear the timer.
Oh. That doesn't seem real.
Shit.
The food
Okay.
got done 3 seconds ago. It's totally perfect.
For real?
I don't know.
hope so.
I have no
okay.
idea.
Take it off. Take it off.
I'm as excited as you guys are for this next part.
Yep, the microwave went off. We're good. It should be done. Okay, now we're gonna get it sorted out because out of Josh, Juanita, Jeffrey, Ron, and Christine, who really won?
Yeah, really want
Josh.
Well,
I've
who
got a
had-
prize for you.
Who had 7 or
Who
6
had more
or
than
5?
6? That's the question.
Who had more than 6?
Looks
it.
pretty
Out of
great.
all of them?
You had
It looks
7.
amazing.
You got
Okay,
one
let's
right.
get the
Looks pretty
second
great.
one.
You want 'em all?
I'll
No, I
grab
just got
this.
those, I just got those 2
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We should hide.
Is that brown enough?
It's great.
You good?
I think so, yeah. I'll grab this.
We can split the
We're splitting. Give him half the
Do
check.
you want the thermometer?
No, I was
Okay,
gonna take this
do you
one.
want take it? Okay, everybody, round of applause for Josh.
Congratulations.
Do you want to come up? Josh is the real winner. Courtney, it's
I'm
it.
a Leo, I like it.
Yeah. Courtney, you slipped in there, and we still love you. And Josh, come in. Give it up for Josh. That
What
was
a great
incredible.
set. Oh,
Where are you going to use your prize, Josh? You
How am
going
I
on a
gonna use
trip?
it?
Yeah, you're going to go on a
Well,
trip?
I'm going to London, but I
There
won't be
you
able
go.
to use this.
Not
Use
yet.
it on his lips.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm Irish too.
Are
so
you?
I'll just right on the
There
lip.
you go.
Perfect.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Awesome.
Aw,
Thank you very much.
Josh. Going home with that prize. Okay, folks, we're almost done. Don't worry. I know your butts hurt. We're all hot. We don't want to talk about medical supplies anymore. Let's just try this. Then we're going to open it up and everyone's going to try it. But we're probably going to end the podcast before you all eat it because that would take a long time.
Very long time. They want to watch us cut food?
Well, just like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
yeah, just us. Okay. Are you nervous?
I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah, be careful.
Don't
It's
burn
probably
your
going to be
mouth.
hot. That's the only part I'm nervous about.
Is it okay? You got a really full. That was a good. Look at how.
Yeah, you just wanted to try the
colorful.
noodles?
Yeah. Uh-oh.
It's pretty great, guys.
It's surprisingly good.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. It's not
did
bad,
it.
guys. You guys put up with a lot today, and I really appreciate it. This was great.
Oh
It was
my
great
God.
fun.
Okay. I just need to say thank you again to my guest, Jim Flannigan.
This was so fun. Thanks
You
for
were
having me.
so funny
Sincerely.
and so good.
This was a blast. This is everything I love. You just making it happen on the go. I would think this is really fun. Thank you all for being here. Anyone who tuned in.
So good.
Thank you. Sincerely.
Yeah, and anyone who tuned in, I love you. I appreciate you. And
Give me your address. I'll send you some noodles.
or this, or the medical supply, the inserts. And trust me, I have a lot more. So, and thank you so much to the live audience, to my friends, to my people. Thank you. And of course, to Christine Ferreira from the Lincoln Lodge, who is here today. She is wonderful. For real. And also check out the other podcasts on the Lincoln Lodge and all the shows. And now we're just gonna eat. We're gonna party.
Let's go. Sure. All
Party.
right. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, dude.
We did it.
Okay. Thank you.